Shalom, family. Thanks again for joining me today. I hope everybody had a wonderful Shabbat yesterday. Family, there's things going on in this world, and it's causing a lot of our people to begin to doubt what they know. And begin to question the existence of the Most High. And that is the full purpose of Satan and his followers. It always has been to get you in doubt. And when you get in doubt, family, it can put you in the category of people that fall away from the truth. There's a lot of distractions in this world, a lot of deceit, and so many other things that it's beginning to affect people. And we have to be on guard against that, family. You know, we always have to remember what Daniel 7:25 says. And that's, he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand till time and times and the dividing of time. This is a counterfeit world. This is not the world that the Most High has planned for us, okay? We're not of this world. This is not what we're looking forward to. This is Satan's world. And the Most High gave him authority over it. Okay? Now, don't get the word world and earth twisted. This is the Most High's earth and everything that's in it. He created it all. A world, on the other hand, is a system of things. You know, the way things are governed and rules that man put in place. They're not necessarily living by the standards of the Most High. So this is Satan's world. Okay? And by it being his world, everything is opposite to the Most High. We just live in a fake world. You know, the movie Matrix has a lot of truth in it. We're living in sort of like a fake reality, family. And it causes problems sometimes with believers, you know. We're bombarded with so much stuff every day that we start questioning our belief. We see all these things happening, and you don't seem to see the Most High's plan in it, and you thinking, well, can this word be true? Why is all these things happening? You know, we got stories of famine, you know, and wars and all these things. But these things are created by men and the wicked. These famines are caused by men intentionally. And everything else that you see that's destructive. Now you want to say, well, that's prophecy. The Most High said these things were going to happen, and that's true. He didn't say how. See, what you have to understand is the Most High uses Satan and the wicked to fulfill his wishes and his prophecy. So yeah, there's going to be famine in the land. It's going to be caused by man. So if you want to say the Most High caused it or let it happen, you can. Because Satan and anybody else can't do anything without the Most High's permission. So yeah, he allows it. So if you want to say, yeah, the Most High is the cause of this, then you be right in that way too. But the root cause of the problems of this earth is man. Because man cannot govern himself. It's been proven over 6,000 years we're not capable of doing it. And we wouldn't have had to. But like in the book of Samuel, man wanted a king, a human king to rule over him instead of the Most High. And the Most High allowed it. But he also told you what these kings and things would do. See, man is not perfect. So man chose to have flesh and blood man over him. And that's where the problem started, because we can't govern ourselves. This is why this whole world system is going to have to be taken down when Mashiach returns. Because man is not capable of ruling himself and governing himself. It's going to take the Most High, and that's the world that we want to look forward to, not this one. Just look at everything, family. Look around you. Everything is fake. It's counterfeit. It's opposite to nature, to the Most High's creation. You know, we got fake food now. They got meat that's not meat. Okay? When you go to the doctor and they give you antibiotics, well, it was made in a lab. They try to duplicate the ingredients that are natural that come out the ground, but they do it in a lab. It's synthetic. It's created in a lab, so it's not really good for you. If you get on antibiotics, family, and stay on them for a period of time, your body will build up resistance to it, and antibiotics will quit working. See? The Most High gave us all the fruits and vegetables and nuts and things to sustain our bodies, our immune systems. And they're not damaging to your health. Okay? They're going to work the first time, every time. But something created out of a lab, family, is dangerous in the long run. I don't care what medicine it is. And I know, many of us have to take some kind of medicine now because, you've been on them a while, and you feel like it's necessary, and I'm not suggesting by any means anybody quit taking what, the doctors gave them. But it shouldn't have been that way, family. If we'd have taken care of our bodies and ate the way the Most High prescribed for us to eat, we wouldn't need these lab-made medicines. We got GMO food. You go buy, say, a watermelon that has no seeds in it. Well, that's GMO. Real fruits and vegetables have the seed in them. So you're not getting a real natural watermelon. You know, your grapes, seedless grapes. Well, to me, if they don't have a seed in them, they're not grapes. Because you can take any fruit or vegetable that has seeds. You can take watermelon seeds and plant them in the ground and grow watermelon. Okay? Well, and this is no slight on nobody, but I mean, you can get fake hair. Now, I know some people, due to some kind of medical condition, their hair comes out. And they have to wear, a wig or something. But a lot of times, people have perfectly nice hair, but they put a wig on. Trying to look like the beauty standards that the world set. See, the Gentiles set a beauty standard, what they think beauty is, and then we have our people trying to duplicate it. They wear blonde hair, 3-inch fingernails, eyelashes, and I'm not throwing shade on nobody. I'm just showing you what kind of world we're in. It's fake and deceiving. You can, if you don't like the way your body look, you can go have fake implants put in, either your breast or your behind. See, it's all fake. It's not natural to the way the Most High created man to be, and it always causes problems because chemicals from them implants leak into your bloodstream, and now you're seriously ill. This baby formula they got. You wondering why these children grow up and mature so fast? The same way they do baby chickens. They put them on steroids. A baby chicken be born today, and 2 weeks later, he's ready to go to the market, fully grown. See, it's all fake, family. Look at your football fields with fake grass, turf. And you wonder why so many football players have serious injuries. Do you not know that underneath that turf is concrete? So AstroTurf, or the turf they play on, is very hard. Okay? Almost like getting tackled on cement. And everything's just not real, family. This is not the world that Mashiach is going to bring into existence. And like I say, we wake up to probably 10 of different news things. All is famine. Food supplies short. People getting put out of their homes. Can't pay rent. No job. This disease and that disease has popped up. Just one thing after another. And now it's done infiltrated your mind. You get inundated with that stuff. And now you start kind of doubting what you know to be true. I know many of you are familiar with Star Wars. Well, that's a system they use in Star Wars called the Jedi mind trick. Okay? It's a manipulation, mind manipulation. On unlearned or people who don't have a solid foundation in what they believe, they can get them to do what they want. Well, that's sort of a reality, folks. Only nowadays, the modern term for it would be gaslighting. You know, that's what the modern term. You know, gaslighting is a form of manipulation that, occurs in abusive uh, relationships. See, it uh, it creates a false narrative and making you question uh, your own judgment and reality. Whatever you know to be true, it'll have you questioning that and questioning yourself too. See, they gaslight people all the time. All you have to do is watch the news. You've been gaslighted. I mean, if you believe it, all they have to do is repeat something over and over again, and you'll begin to doubt what you know to be true. See? Same thing with the scriptures. Somebody teach opposite the scriptures over and over again, you begin to doubt. I've seen many people on YouTube get gaslighted by these false YouTube teachers, supposed to be in the truth. I know two right off the bat. When they first started their YouTube channel, maybe 5-6 years ago, all they taught was about Mashiach. And then in the last 2 years, they changed their mind and said he didn't exist. He was an invention by Romans or the white man. And they read that book and they believed it and accepted it. And then they went to teaching that on their channel. And all the people, I've read the comments under those videos, start agreeing with them. Well, I always knew something was wrong. See, they got you doubting what you know to be true. You know Mashiach existed. Listen, if Mashiach didn't exist, neither did the Most High. Okay? But people are being gaslighted. Cause you to question what you know to be true. How is Mashiach going to be the invention of the white man or the Romans or whatever? You can't invent somebody that existed before the world was created. How you going to invent something that was Alpha and Omega, didn't have a beginning or end? How you going to create a human or anybody that existed before the world began? It's not no creation of nobody. They just changed it. They made whom we believe to be Mashiach into their image and what he looks like. But then it's like I say, it's these teachers don't even believe he exists in any form. Whether they call him Jesus or Mashiach, whether he's black or white, they quit believing, period, and got a bunch of people following them in that path, leading them to destruction. Because if you don't believe in Mashiach, you're finished. The only way you're going to obtain salvation is through Mashiach. Keep the law you want. The law don't save you. It just points you to what sin is. You can't keep it. If we was capable of keeping the law, then we wouldn't have needed Mashiach. But people get gaslighted all the time. We know good and well that America is not the promised land. We know this from history, from the scriptures, especially Deuteronomy. I think that's Deuteronomy 28:64, where it says he's going to send us to a place that even our fathers have not known. Well, if America was the promised land, then our forefathers would have known about it. But, like I say, you can go to those videos and look up under the comment, and there go people believing it. They done went away from what they know to be true and believe some other false doctrine. You've been gaslighted. Okay? So, listen, family. Things are rough. You know, no question about it. I'm not finna sit here and try to fake like they're not. But we can't buy into everything, family, especially when the scriptures warns of these things gonna happen, so that you won't begin to doubt and fall away. The Most High is going to get this situation under control in His timing. He has it all set up the way He wants it to come down. So don't be impatient. Don't start doubting because of all this stuff you hear in the world. You're giving up hope. You know. Let's read just a few verses from Matthew chapter 24. And Marshak answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. See, we're believing in a lot of these folks coming in Mashiach's name, claiming to be believers and teachers of His word, but they're false Christ. They're coming up with their own doctrine. And our people don't take the time to discern what this person is saying. Just because they are their favorite YouTube teacher, they'll believe anything they say. They had people buying the Book of Mormons. Things like that. There's going to be many people like that. There are many people like that. Matthew 24:11 says, And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. Go down to verse 23 and 24. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. Verse 24, For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it was possible, they shall deceive the very elect. See? What's another one? Go down to verse 26. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. See, it's going to be a lot of that, family. They use CGI and everything else. They can put images in the sky, and make you think this is the appearance of Mashiach, and make you see the appearance of aliens and this Nibiru stuff. It's all fake, family. That's why Mashiach warned you. If he say I'm here or I'm there, don't believe it. See, because Mashiach's sheep know his voice. and they will not go to another. Okay? So don't believe it. This is a counterfeit world, family, with many tricks in it. You know, you can get yourself messed up real fast. Falling in behind man. It is Satan's job to cause you to start doubting the Most High. That's what he does. You know. Let's see. Satan is, without a doubt, family, the God of this world. Okay? Satan is not a creator. He can't create nothing. He himself was created, okay? He is under complete control and authority of the Most High. He can do nothing without the Most High's permission. So when these things happen, it's because the Most High is allowing it to happen to fulfill his promises. He uses the wicked as good as well as the righteous to fulfill his promises and his prophecy. Go to Luke chapter 4, verse 4 through 7. We'll look and see who's, in charge. This is when Mashiach was taken up, and fasting and going on. And Mashiach answered him, saying, It is written that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of Yah. And the devil, taking him up into a high mountain, showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. And the devil said unto him, All this power I will give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will give it. If thou therefore wilt worship me, all shall be yours. See, this was given into Satan. He said, I that authority to do this is given to me. I'll give you anything you want if you bow down and worship me. Well, look how many people have done just that. Your favorite actors, your favorite athletes, all of them have bowed down in order to be wealthy and famous. Listen, you can go on YouTube and Google any previously played basketball game. And what you will see in common from every last player that's on that floor, just go back and watch it. Whenever they make a three-point shot, they throw up the 666 sign. That's with your forefinger and your thumb making a circle, and your other three fingers are extended. Watch any of them. Just go back and watch any basketball player out there that makes a three-point shot and see what he throws up. Paying homage to Satan, the wicked. Don't take my word for it. Go watch it. Just watch your favorite player. I don't care if it's LeBron or AD or whoever. Watch them. Every last one of them do it. Even these youngsters who this is their first year in the sport does it. See? They sold out. What do the scriptures say? What will a man give in exchange for his soul? See? So, family, this is a very deceiving world. It's not the world that the Most High has in store for us. See? Ephesians chapter 2, I think that's verse 2. It says, where in time past you walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. See, this is Satan's world. And in time past, before we came in the truth, we were walking in that world. See, we were children of disobedience. But now that we're not walking in that way, it seems like the whole world has just turned on you. You know, you almost feel deserted, except for the few believers that you know. You just feel abandoned by everybody, your friends, your family. Though your family may still love you and you love them, but you have that feeling of abandonment, lonely. Because why? They don't believe what you believe. And therefore, you can't never talk to them about it. When you try, they just tell you they don't want to hear. You know, when we walking in this truth, we sometimes some of the loneliest people in the world. If you don't have contact with people of like mind, you feel lonely. You know, humans were created as social beings. You know, we like being in the presence of other humans. But when you come into this truth, everybody you thought you knew and loved you begin to abandon you. And like I said, except for the few friends that you have that's in the truth, I mean, it's a lonely feeling. Sometimes it gets to the point where a person may begin to fall back and slide back just to be in the presence of his former friends. You know, just to have some kind of companionship. Wow, man, being in this truth is hard. You know, I don't have my friends, and most of my family, you know, don't really want to be around me. So I'm just going to go back into the world where at least my friends, you know, they all gather around me and we all have a good time and they thought a lot about me, you know. So this is the trap you have to watch. It is a trap, you know. The Most High allows these trials and tests to come just to see who's really his. Who's going to fall away. You can't let that happen. You can't let the circumstances of this world start you to believe what you already know is true. You can't get gaslighted, folks. Okay? Stick to your guns. If you know a biblical truth, you stick with it. I don't care who changes their mind and start teaching different. Don't believe it. Don't watch them. When they say anything other than what the scriptures say, turn the channel off. You know? Because they're going to lead you right into the path of destruction. You'll be one of them that fall away. Okay? You won't have nobody to blame but yourself. Because the scriptures are there for everybody to read. Everybody you talk to, even non-believers, got a Bible in their home. So it's on you to discern what's true and what's not when it starts coming out of somebody's mouth. If they teach you any other doctrine, it says in the scripture, even if it's from an angel, let him be accursed. America is our homeland. Mashiach don't exist. See, that kind of stuff will cause you to fall away, family. if you're not rooted and grounded. The people who are subject to get gaslighted are the people who are not firm in their beliefs. They're on shaky ground. See, they get tossed to and fro by different doctrine, by things they hear on the media. The media is the main source of gaslighting, family. They're the main source. I mean, to the point where you can see an incident happen that somebody was filming the whole time it happened, like a shooting or something. Well, if they intend to not convict the person that did the shooting, they'll convince you that what you saw on the video didn't really happen that way. Now, you looking at it with your own eyes, but they get on the media and over and over and over again, they say that that video don't really show what happened. Yes, it does. The camera don't lie. Now, you can take the video and manipulate the video, leave something out of it. But what it sees, it sees. And even though you watched it from beginning to end, they can gaslight you in the doubting that what you saw, you didn't really see. See? I know y'all seen that happen. Oh, well, maybe that is the way it was. What? You just witnessed it with your own eyes, and you gonna let somebody tell you you didn't see what you saw. That's gaslighting 101, family. That's Jedi mind trick 101. 2 Corinthians 4:4. To whom the God of this world has blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of Yah, should shine unto them. See, it tells you again who the God of this world is. Not the God of the earth. He's not the God of creation. Just this world system that man created. See, everything's fake or counterfeit. The educational system is fake. It's a joke. What do they teach you? Go get you a college education, a college degree, and you're on your way. Well, what do they teach you? Yeah, you got a college degree, but what they're teaching you is to get that degree and go work for somebody else. Not to have your own place, your own practice. Family, there's plenty of people working at fast food restaurants with a college degree. See? But this is this world system. What they want you to believe, they constantly put it in your face. Until your mind is so full that, you're easy to get manipulated. Just stick to the word of the Most High. Stick to what He says is going to happen. It's going to happen. What prophecy is going to take place. You can't be manipulated by the news and nobody else. 1 John 5:19. And we know that we are of Yah, and the whole world lies in wickedness. Did you hear that? The world lies in wickedness. What world? The world man created. The world man called himself governing it himself, and he can't, because man's laws change. 1 year it's okay to do this, the next year it's not. See, the Most High's laws never change. They're written in stone. But man laws change all the time. I remember freeways in here, first the speed limit was only 55. That same stretch of freeway ain't been modified, ain't nothing been done to it. Now the speed limit is 70. See? So man's laws changes all the time. What was a crime yesterday, it's not a crime now. What was immoral yesterday, it's not now. See? Evil has become good. See, man changes his mind all the time. What's that? John chapter 17. I think that's verse 16. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. This is not the world that, we should try to improve. We can't improve it. This one is set for destruction. Okay? That's why you don't put all your focus on obtaining riches and all that, because it's going to pass away. Okay? It's temporary. What we do, family, we don't ignore the things that are being said, because normally when the wicked get ready to do something, they always want to tell you. For some reason, they'll put in a movie or something. So what we do is just prepare. Whatever event you think could take place, a power outage or food shortage, just prepare for it and go on and live your life. Stay in the Word, and don't sit and fret over these things, because that's what they want you to do. Just be prepared for whatever may happen and move on. Don't let them get the gaslighting you and things. John 15:19 say, if you were of the world would love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. See? The world hates you. Now, I don't mean your family or friends literally hate you, and but they distance themselves from you because they don't particularly like what you believe. Hate in that manner. I mean, if you were to change back tomorrow and go back into the world, they'd accept you real quick. Oh, yeah. We having Christmas tomorrow. We having Thanksgiving tomorrow. They'd accept you with open arms. Not necessarily hate you, they hate what you believe. 1 John 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Can't serve Yah and Mammon. John 8:23. And he said unto them, you are from beneath, I am from above. You are not of this world. I am not of this world. Colossians 3:2 says, set your affection on things above, not on the things of this earth. See, family, this is the time where people will fall away. The scripture tell you that that day shall not come until it's a falling away first. you know. And that's what's happening now. A lot of people beginning to fall away, family. You know, the conditions of this world is got people kind of falling away. And let's see, what's this? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8 and 9. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him, whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. See, this world got a whole bunch of lying wonders stored up for you, family. You know, they can put images in the sky anywhere they want, family, and look realistic and probably have sound or voice to it. See, so we have to watch it. Be careful. What we have to do, family, is stand still and trust the Most High. Excuse me just a second. That's what we have to do. Learn to stand still. And not panic. Not to begin to get in doubt. None of that. Because it will lead you to fall away. We got instances in the scriptures where people panicked, because of all the things that they saw take place and events that caused them to kind of be in doubt a little bit, family. But, all we need to do is remain faithful, stay in the Word, and just be still, and see the salvation of the Most High. This is the thing that Moses said. It was said in Exodus, and it's just all over the scriptures, family. Where that you just be still. Don't let this world cause you to start doubting what you know to be true. Just be still. Let's go to Mark chapter 4, verse 37 through 40. This is when they were in the boat with Marcia. And there arose a great storm of wind, and the waves beat into the ship, so that it was now full. You got water just splashing over in the ship. And the hinder part of the ship asleep on a pillar. That's where Marcia was. And they awake him and say unto him, Master, carest not that we perish? They're scared. This water's begin to splash over in the ship, and the ship is really rolling around and going on. And verse 39, he arose and rebuked the wind and said unto the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. Verse 40 said, and he said unto them, Why are you so fearful? How is it that you have no faith? See, they went into a state of panic, instead of just being still. I mean, you're in the ship with Marcia. How is it that you were fearing? Family, if it were possible, if we were walking down the street and Marshall right there with us, how is it we going to be fearful for anything? You know? Uh, Philippians 4:7 says, and the peace of Yah, which passes all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Yahushua HaMashiach. You know, he say the peace of the Most High that passes all understanding. So, family, we just have to endure. Those that endure to the end shall be saved. You can't throw the towel in and put yourself into a state of apostasy, falling away. We can't just prepare for things, family, and go on with your life. Stay in the Word, go on with your life. Don't let all this stuff around you burden you and cause you to doubt what you know to be true. You start changing your mind, then you're a man or a woman that wavers. And you're unstable. And I think in the book of James, it says a person that wavers and unstable, they're not going to receive nothing from the Most High. See, you can't be wavering and on the fence about anything. You know the truth. You believe what is true. And you can't let nobody tell you other than what's true. Put you in the doubt that what you believe to be true may not be. You can't do that. Let's see what happened with Moses and the children of Israel. Let's go to Exodus chapter 14, verse 10 through 13. This is after they had, left Egypt, when they were leaving. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were afraid. And the children of Israel cried out unto the Most High. Verse 11 says, and they said unto Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness? So why hast thou dealt thus with us, to carry us forth out of Egypt? Verse 12 says, is not this the word that we told you in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians? For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than we should die in the wilderness. So when Moses was contending with Pharaoh for their release, Pharaoh increased the burdens on them, made things harder. And so the children of Israel, Moses, leave the man alone. He's increasing our workload. Just leave us alone, man. Verse 13. And Moses said unto the people, this is when they backed up against the Red Sea, fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Most High, which he will show you today. For the Egyptians whom you have seen today, you shall see them again no more forever. See, he just told them to stand still. They backed up against the sea, and they see Pharaoh and them approaching, and they got scared and went to trying to halfway turn on Moses. Man, you should have left us alone. Now they finna kill us. Moses said, well, stand still and see the salvation of the Most High. And that's what we got to do today, family. In spite of all this trouble, look like we're backed up against the wall, nowhere to turn. We just have to stand still and be assured that the Most High is going to keep His word. The words that go forth from the Most High shall not return to Him void. Okay? We always have to remember that. And one more instance, when it happened in 2 Chronicles chapter 20. And you can read that whole chapter. It's not very long. But we'll just take a few verses out of it. This is when 3 different armies were going to attack Israel. Judah specifically. So we'll start at verse 14. Then upon Jahaziel, the son of Zechariah, the son of Benaiah, the son of Jair, the son of Mathaniah, a Levite of the sons of Asaph, came the Spirit of the Most High in the midst of the congregation. Verse 15, and he said, Hearken ye, all Judah, and you inhabitants of Jerusalem, and thou, King Jehoshaphat, thus saith the Most High unto you, be not afraid or dismayed by the reason of this great multitude, for the battle is not yours, but Elohim's. Verse 16, tomorrow go you down against them. Behold, they come up by the cliff of Ziz, and you shall find them at the end of the brook before the wilderness of Jeriel. Verse 17, you shall not need to fight in this battle. Set yourselves, stand ye still, and see the salvation of the Most High with you. O Judah and Jerusalem, fear not, nor be dismayed. Tomorrow go out against them, for the Most High will be with you. They didn't have to do nothing. I mean, the people from Mount Seir, I guess that's the Edomites, the Ammonites, and others were going to attack Judah. Most High told me, you're not going to need to fight. Just stand still. That's what we got to do, family. Just stand still. Don't panic. Don't give up on what you believe. Nobody said this walk was going to be easy. Anytime you going against the grain of the world, family, it's going to be difficult. If you're in a ocean and the waves are coming in, but you're trying to swim out, it's going to be real hard. Because you're swimming against the flow of the ocean. And that's the way our walk is in this world. We're swimming against the flow of the world. How the world flows, we're swimming against it. So it's going to be difficult. Okay? We're not trying to flow the same way the world flowing. We're flowing in the opposite. We're swimming in the opposite direction. We have to be like a salmon. They can swim against the current. That's what we have to be like. So yeah, it's going to be difficult. Ain't no need of nobody sitting up here and saying this walk going to be real easy. No, it's not. You hear that in these churches. Yeah, when you give your life to Jesus, all these things, everything going to be all right. No more suffering, no more pain. Farthest thing from the truth. They even lie so much. I've heard some of them say that you're not going to be sick again. By His stripes, we were healed. We were healed from sin, folks. That's what that means. How many of us in this truth has not experienced medical issues? We get sick. Okay? It's no magical thing when you turn to the truth that everything's going to be hunky-dory from now on out. No, it's going to get worse. See, Satan had no reason to bother you when you was in the world. You was already his. But now that you've changed, put that old man to death, well, he's going to come at you with everything he got. And like Job, the Most High will allow him to do certain things just to test you. Okay? So no, it don't get easier. It gets harder. Why would Satan have to attack somebody that's already healed? That would be a house divided against itself, wouldn't it? So, family, let's just stick to our guns. You know, there's so much going on, family, that we all sometimes get kind of, mentally exhausted. Like Daniel 7:25 says, this world is designed to weary the saints, the believers. To try to get you to doubt the Most High. That's the whole purpose of it. That's the whole purpose of this world. The things you hear in the media, the things you hear everywhere else, it's designed to make you take your focus off of the Most High. And therefore doubt creeps in. And you become one of the ones that the scriptures is talking about. That day shall not come except there'll be a falling away first. Don't be in that category, family. Okay, family, I think that's enough said on this matter. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Shalom.